Hi everybody and welcome to Lyn's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how I created those glitter stones that I really didn't have any to show you. I have used them all. So I need to get back to making some. So, hold on. I'm going to be doing this with some rather bland colors just because of the high contrast. So I've got some black glitter. Thinking these might have come from Walmart, but I'm not sure. And I've got the pearl chopped up clay. Alright, so what you're going to do, obviously, is just sprinkle the glitter in the bag. And really and truly, it doesn't take a lot. Alright. Seal it back up. And shake it around really good. This will take a few minutes to get the pieces of glitter, the pieces of clay kind of broke back up into their little chopped up bits. But it will happen. And if you feel like it needs more glitter, add more glitter. This is actually looking pretty good. You can see I've got some larger nuggets that are conglomerated back together. So I just want to break those up. As you can see, I'm not wearing my hoodie today. It's actually warm enough in Texas to not freeze. It was only 38 this morning. I am so ready for summer. My hubby and I are completely opposite. He hates summer. But he's always worked outside, so that could be why. I, on the other hand, love it. Nothing better than fishing when it's 95 degrees. Being out on the boat and I can't wait. Alright, I think that's looking good. There's still a couple of pieces that are stuck together. But as you can see, there's almost no loose glitter still left in the bag. It's all stuck to the clay. Alright. Alright. Now, just like in the last video, we're going to get it all down to the corner. These bags are a little thicker and don't work quite as well as the sandwich bags. But I'm gonna make it work. Alright, so I'm just gonna open it up to let some of the air out so it can escape when I twist it down. Alright, now with this technique, you definitely want to cut the piece in half. And I'm telling you that from experience, because trying to sand all the glitter off is a real chore. Alright, so I may have to stick this back in the bag and bring it back together again. Now the messy part. once you've got it to hold together, you're going to want to really give it some good pressure with your hand and kind of warm it back up. As you can see, it wants to crumble again. So what you can do if that happens to you, is to get a little TLS, a little liquid transfer Sculpey. Transparent liquid Sculpey, TLS. I'm not even sure it's called that anymore, but use the clear one. And it really doesn't take much. I've had this bottle for forever. Alright, so once again, you're just going to shake it around a bit until that liquid Sculpey kind of gets around on everything. Alright. Now let's try it again. Now you can see it's holding together much better. So I'm just going to start rolling it. Starting out with light pressure and then just increasing it as you can feel the ball really coming together. Alright. So that's what it'll look like. Alright, I'm going to get out a towel. Yes, I'm terrible about keeping my towels clean. As you can see, the other one was covered with alcohol ink. Alright, so I'm just going to cut it in half. It will be a little more difficult to force the blade down between. But as you can see, that looks like halite. Really pretty. I did a bracelet years ago with the same technique using a green, the green pearl, I think it is. The light green pearl. And some green gold glitter. And again, it came out looking like halite, and they're lovely little discs. I may even possibly still have that in my shop. Alright, so you can do whatever you want with them. You can do discs. If you can hold your piece steady enough. Alright, a little uneven shaped, but like that. Or you could do a cabochon or a bead. Now, if you did a bead, you would have to firstly Press it down to a cabochon shape. Which can be difficult not to leave the craters in the center. But then slowly pushing in on the back side. You're trying to put the glitter side in the middle of the bead. Something like that. And again, alright. Now once you bake it and then sand the surface again, it will make a really pretty bead. Alright, same thing if you wanted to do a cabochon, just like I just showed. One of these days I will break down and buy me a cabochon mold. Possibly. I kind of like the hand formed look. Alright, and as I showed you before, turn the tile horizontally with your eye so you can see the top, you can see the dome and see if it's level, if it's even on top. Alright. Then I'm going to take my stamping block and just true up the edges a bit. Alright. Still just a bit wonky, but there you go. Now, like I said, once it's baked and you've sanded off the surface, you get a really pretty cabochon. You could try, while it's still raw, to take a little alcohol and just wipe the surface off, but you will remove some of the glitter that's down in the cracks. Alright, so I'll bake these and then I'll come back and show you. Now, really and truly, what I would like to do as I almost always do, is to ream my holes while the clay is still raw. Alright. Alright, when it spins freely, you know you've got a good hole. Then turn it around and go from the other side Do the same thing. Alright. Now, if you need a larger hole, use a larger needle, a toothpick, a knitting. Okay, they're out of the oven now, and while I'm waiting on the disc and the cabochon to cool off a little further, the bead is already cool because it didn't bake on the tile. Alright, so I'm going to start with, this is a foam sanding block, the kind that you use to do drywall sanding, stuff like that. This one in particular has been used quite a bit, so you can see a lot of the texture of the sanding block has already been worn off, so it really does give a good smooth finish to the bead. And I like it because for a round bead, you can still sand the round surface a lot easier than with just a flat piece of sandpaper. Even a wet dry sandpaper. Without wearing your fingernails off. Can be tricky to hold on to, though. And after you've done these, as many as I have, and trust me, I've done hundreds, you'll be able to tell just from the sound of the polymer clay against the sandpaper when you've sanded through the glitter. Alright, so I'll be back when I've finished sanding this piece. Okay, now here they are. I've just done the initial grit of sanding on these, and on this one in particular I did use my my Dremel to sand it. Alright, and here's the little bead. Really turned out cute. Alright, and then just the cabochon left to do. And I'll be back when they're sanded and I've buffed the disc and the cabochon. This one I'm just going to coat with some Varathane gloss sealer. Okay, here they are out of the oven, sanded and buffed. The bead has been glazed with some gloss Varathane. So this can be done with any type of clay, any type of glitter, well, any type of microfine glitter. If you try to use craft glitter, when you bake it, it'll stick up out of the clay and be really difficult to sand. So just the cheap microfine glitter from Walmart works terrific. I'm sure other brands would work too. I've got lots of brands of glitter, trust me. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye for now.